State of New California, Notice to All Californians, Grievance 42. It is November 6, 2018. We are in Vista at the county courthouse. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Article 4, Section 3, United States Constitution states, new states may be admitted by the Congress into this union, but no new states shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the junction of two or more states or parts of states without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as of the Congress. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California's Declaration of Independence, January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. So it is the history of the past and present governor and government of California who have a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of a tyranny over the counties of New California and the state of California. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God, our continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Seek a republican form of government, protection against foreign invasion and domestic violence guaranteed by Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution, and all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states guaranteed by Article 4, Section 2 of the United States Constitution, ordain and establish New California as a fully vested state of the Union of States in the United States of America. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. The counties of New California have brought forward 40 grievances against the government of California and will bring forward 55 additional grievances to be announced in public on Tuesday at 11 a.m. State of New California, Grievance number 42. Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. People of California are suffering from a tyrannical communist state government which fails to provide a republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government is in direct violation of the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive, when a legislature cannot be convened, against domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6, Section 2. This Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Support of mass trafficking in human flesh and slavery with intent to create civil unrest. Agents of the un-American and globalist political establishment of the failed state of California have, in these past weeks and months, voiced their support for violence in the streets to promote their un-American political agenda. Now, we are witnessing the wholesale importation of well-provided for, well-fed, well-dressed, fighting-age males. We, the citizens, recognize this as an existential threat to our security and safety. This also occurs amidst a political climate characterized by the tyrannical and despotic governor of California seeking to disarm the citizens, assuring a monopoly of weapons exists by his government and his officials. California is a failed state. By any rational metric, California is a failed state. Failure has not occurred due to external causes, but rather as a result of a runaway tyranny that is the California government. Failure in education, failure in fiscal management, failure of protecting our infrastructure, failure to protect the citizens from violent and outrageous crimes, and failure to secure our border are just some of the blatant failures that California has become known for. It is evident for all to see that these failures to govern are by a design that emphasis to replace our very form of constitutional government with a neo-communist state governed by the tenets of an unaccountable and dictatorial globalism. We, the citizens of New California, do not consent to be governed by such tyrants who are leading us only to destruction and demise. It has been truly said that nature abhors a vacuum. Such is the case in the state of California, where there is no government overseeing our border security and internal security with regard to threats coming from foreign governments, including the communistic pseudo-government of the United Nations. This lack of government has created a vacuum. There are lawless zones all across the state, at the borders, and in the urban metro areas. Our rural state is becoming more dangerous by the day, and conscious demands that we act to preserve our lives and property. The vacuum at the border is being filled by forces hostile to the United States of America. We, the citizens of New California, will act to secure our own portion of the United States border and the common border with our fellow states in the Union to protect and preserve this perpetual union. We appeal to the United States government to recognize our plight and acknowledge the legitimacy and common interest of our claim to defend our unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness amidst this failure to govern by the rogue government of California. Insurrection. The government of California, the current governor, and the monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion, illegal acts and tactics. Utilizing Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist revolutionary tactics, the communist California governor, monoparty system, and local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the state of California and break down the sovereignty of the Union of States of America. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California Communist government, in conjunction with the Communist State Executive, instituted wherever the current Communist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very union of states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and the local elected officials is evidence of abdication of the responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. United States, the citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com is the website. Phone number is 877-828-2753.